Hello everyone, Bart here. Welcome to another movie review. During the 1980s, there was a film that tried its best, and for many people, it sort of worked. And surprisingly, this film came right smack dab in between two great Don Bluth films, An American Tail and The Land Before Time. And since the film has some relation to them, it really fails in trying to beat them. And this film is called The Brave Little Toaster. The movie is based on a novella by Thomas M. Dutch, and the film itself would spawn two direct-to-DVD sequels, The Brave Little Toaster Goes to Mars, which was also based on a sequel book, and The Brave Little Toaster to the Rescue. All three films were distributed by Disney for home video, while the original was released by Hyper One Entertainment for theaters, but was first developed at Disney. Did you get any of that? Because I'm not repeating it. A group of appliances, which includes a toaster named Toaster, an electric blanket named Blanky, a bedside lamp named Lampy, a radio named Radio, and a vacuum cleaner named Kirby, are left behind in a cabin by their owner they call Master, whose name is Rob. So, figuring that he's not coming back, the five go out on an adventure to find their owner while coming across many dangers along the way. Again, I know what you might all be thinking. How can this film have any relation to An American Tail and The Land Before Time? Well, all three have depressing and scary moments. Two of them have one person or a group looking for his or their loved ones, and two of them have a small group going on a perilous adventure to a place they've never been before. Are they big coincidences? Probably not, but for me, yes. But the big difference is that the characters and story in this film are not amusing or fun. Now, the designs of these characters are the only saving grace of the film. They look simple and even fun to look at, but they're just not engaging as characters. Even though they keep on going on their adventure, they get into arguments, they sometimes become mean to each other, even without a good resolution. They trade insults, they complain at times, they sometimes don't care about what happens to each other or themselves. They make puns in relation to their designs or function. They're just one big mess of personalities that are the same or not. And while the story is simple, it's just not engaging. Like, how do the characters know where their owner is? Why did the appliances at the spare parts shop escape after singing a song that states that there's no way of escape? And why does Blanky change in various sizes and not just one? But then there's scary, depressing, and pointless moments. There seems to be too many moments of these going around. And yes, the scariness of it did get to me when I first saw it, but it's nothing to me now. And at least it did help move the story. But when there are happy moments, they're really pointless, underwhelming, and pretty rare. Even the dramatic moments are underwhelming too, and sometimes pointless. We think a character is dead, but he really isn't. We see a sad moment with an object, and it's never brought up again. And there are times within the first two acts where there are lots of long pauses that are just filler, and many of these just slow the film down. But now we come to the songs, which aren't really the best either. Some of them, like Tutti Frutti, mostly come from radio, but there is a handful of original songs, City of Lights, It's a B-Movie, Cutting Edge, and Worthless. But the problem is, they're mostly forgettable and mostly pointless. A couple are a tiny bit memorable, but that's not saying much. Yet, the actors who voiced the characters did a fair job. Deanna Oliver voices Toaster, Timothy E. Dave voices Blanky and young Rob, Timothy Stack voices Lampy, John Lovitz voices Radio, Thurl Ravenscroft voices Kirby, Phil Hartman voices Air Conditioner and Hanging Lamp, Joe Raft voices Elmo St. Peters, Judy Toll voices Mishmash, and Wayne Katz voices Rob. As a whole, this movie is not really engaging. The characters are okay, but not interesting. The story is simple, but can lose focus and isn't enjoyable. The signs are pretty forgettable, and the animation looks fine, but that's about it. Director Jerry Rees just made a film that isn't the least bit entertaining. I couldn't get behind the characters, I couldn't get into the songs, and while the character designs are simple and fun to look at from an animation standpoint, it's not enough to save the film for being depressing and scary without any shred of charm or amusement, and it just comes off as either boring or forgettable. Sure, it's growing a cult following, but it's not one I'll be joining anytime soon. It's just a weak film. So today, this movie would be given a rating of 2 stars. Wait 1 second here. Well, I've reviewed plenty of things that I consider to be bad, but now I have to do something to balance it out. I know, next month's my special month, so thank you for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Facebook or Twitter, and until next Wednesday for a special Easter month. Now don't worry, I'll give it a better title than that. The Aristocats. The film takes place in 1910 Paris, where a wealthy woman named Madame Adèle Bonfanelli has her lord separated from his grandparents by an earthquake. But he soon joins up with a young Triceratops named Sarah, a young Parasaurolophus named Ducky, a young Pterodactyl. Wait a minute, next month's my special month. That means... Okay. I know, next month is my special month. That means it's going to be my... I know, next month's my special month. That means only one thing. Tune in next month for a special Easter month. So tune in next... I know, next month's my special month, which can only... I know, next month's my special month, which can only mean one thing. Tune in next Wednesday. Hey. I know, next month's my special month, which can only mean one thing. Tune in next Wednesday for a special video. I know, next month's a special month,